Hi, this is Eliason for Mod 17, Discussion 6 for AEP 858. Looking at the school cycle for continuous improvement and data protocol. This is something that I would be willing to share with my staff, teachers that we have in our building, looking at how we can have conversations about data that we're gathering, how it can be used, and just what we're looking for. In our last discussion that we had through a Zoom video conference, a lot of what we talked about were that in our PLCs or in our in-services, a lot of the information that we were leaving with was not applicable, or teachers weren't quite sure why we were doing it. So I think having one of these in place would be a huge step, especially for the school that I'm in currently, let alone any school that I'm hoping to lead in the future. It is a cycle because we do want to set our purpose, to look at the vision. We want to look for areas that have gaps or need to be improved. We also want to move that towards collecting the data, looking at those areas, implementing some of those changes, and keeping track of how we're making those changes. The next step, I would want to design a tool to track that. I know right now we're using a walkthrough tool that is a Google form that allows us to track how we're meeting these goals and how it meets the purpose of our building and the needs of our students. And this would be an area where we could strategize, look at more interventions, and update the tools and how we are collecting data as we progress through these steps. The application step would be to reevaluate and see if this is making a change. We would want to determine if we're meeting needs of the students and if we're meeting our school goals as we had intended. This is also where we could go back and retrain teachers, or we could change our focus if we feel like the data we're getting back either says this is not as high need as we think it should have been, or maybe we need to change our tactics on how we're recording the data to meet that. So with that in mind, as you can see, step one would be to set that purpose. So that could be maybe improving relationships with students and staff, or increasing efficiency at meeting writing standards. It could be so many different things. So we want to set how this matches our goal for our school. The data collection, we would want to make sure that we have that information, having norms set in those PLCs or in services so that we are staying focused and looking at really how we can apply it and not just why we're doing it. That third step that I talked about was design. Important not to only use the data, but to design strategies and interventions that are based upon that. So like I had said, taking that data, not just looking at spreadsheets and saying, here's why it's important, but here's how you can use it. It does make it more clear to teachers, and also shifts some of that responsibility onto them as, if it's important to our administration, how can I help meet those goals? And finally, that application stage before we would look at redoing this would be to reevaluate and make sure it's having the impact we wanted to have. We could either move on to another area of focus if it is meeting those goals and continue to monitor for long-term progress, or we could start the cycle all over again. Maybe the strategies didn't work, or the data didn't show what we needed it to, and we want to make sure that we're gathering correct data to share. So that was where we could start over again. So I think this is definitely something that I would look at implementing within my building that I have currently, on setting norms to communicate how we're gathering data, how we're using it, and the purpose of doing that. So again, communicate. I think that's the most important part we can have with our staff and students. Thank you for watching. Hopefully everybody has a great break and great end of this course.